Pink ladies, T-birds, just happen to be watchers of my shit. My name is JImmiPynk, and you not gonna believe the Wait, what's going on?
Coming up next, plenty of rowdy school spirit and cheerleading fun when some pom-pom girls take each other on, and Gimme an F, next on Cinemax.
I'm sorry.
So, thank you for joining me. This is day 4 of the Hunt for Pink October, where we are raising money for breast cancer. That means I'm doing a video every day of the month wearing pink to raise money for breast cancer awareness. The Hunt for Pink October GoFundMe is down below, and that money goes directly to Susan G. Komen. I do not touch it. The goal is $200. Help them out. I am super fucking excited because last year we did a lot of witch episodes, and I was going to continue with witches. But why not talk about something I know? So this year we're going to do cheer movies. Now I know you're like, well, all of the Bring It Ons. And yeah. But you would have never had a Bring It On. You'd have never had a Sugar and Spice. You'd have never had a Fired Up. All movies that we're doing this month, by the way. Without this 1984 cult classic and the first cheerleader movie I ever saw in my life, Gimme an F. Now, I've also provided the link down below for the movie because it is on YouTube and it is free. The company who produced it has an archive and it is free to watch. So if you want to do that and come back, that's fine, because there will be some spoilers. Now, you have to realize in 1984, the big movie, the big teen movie that everybody was trying to emulate at that time was Porky's. If you don't know nothing about Porky's, Google it. Anyway, so you started getting all of these teen sex rock comedies with teenagers and how we can do it. And lo and behold, somebody came up with a clever idea. You know what's sexy? Cheerleaders. So we have Gimme an F. Now before I get into the plot, a couple memorable people that are in this cast, and probably the only two that you will recognize. First of all, we have the owner of the camp, Dr. Spirit, Bucky. Bucky Burkham? Berkshire, I'm sorry. Berkshire. Whatever, Shearshire, whatever. And he was on Cagney and Lacey. He was Lacey's husband? Cagney's husband. I don't even got the notebook. Y'all don't want to know the day I had. I ain't even get the damn notebook with the notes in it. Fuck it, we'll do it live. Also, for those of the people of my tribe in the room that have seen Boys in the Hood or Poetic Justice, stop me if you heard this one. You want to smell my punani? Yeah. Don't know that one? How about this one? Ricky, what did you do to him? What did you do to him? Well, for those of y'all who don't know, she is Ricky's mother from Boys in the Hood and the owner of the salon that Janet Jackson works at Poetic Justice. Amongst a number of a whole thing, she had a whole career being a character actress. But this was only her second movie. Doesn't really have lines, but she's in it as one of the camp instructors. Now, here's some things that you need to know. This movie came out in 1984. That means there are some things in this movie that are beyond what we deem now as problematic. First of all, our main character, or at least our male lead, who is actually probably more the main character than anybody else, is a 25-year-old former cheerleader and the best cheer coach in the business. Yeah, he makes out with a 16-year-old. Yeah, that 16-year-old tries to throw him the puss. And when he turns it down, he says, I'm not doing that again this year, which indicates he's been doing it. There's also another character that's a coach. We're not 100% sure of his age, but let me put it to you like this. The coaches are former star cheerleaders or gymnasts or things like that. So safe to say, not a teenager anymore, who also falls in love and gets it on with another cheerleader from one of the rival teams. Skeevy to say the least. Also, the owner gets it on with one of the women on the staff, one of the instructors. And it's very heavily implied because she's the new girl and she's a former student there, and it's only been open for 10 years. Well, she ain't 28. I guess. So anyway, let's get into this plot. So first of all, it's a cheer camp. We open with glorious 80s cheese fest voiceover. The camp is Camp Beaverview. It's not the first time you're going to hear these corny ass sexual innuendos, I promise you. Oh, Camp Beaverview looks so beautiful. Oh, but there's no staff. Where's the staff? I completely forgot about this. Y'all don't even know the day I had. Be happy y'all even getting this shit. I ain't lying to you. Cause I almost didn't do this shit, but I didn't want to throw off my schedule. So the camp counselors are not showing up. Where's Hamilton? And you keep hearing Bucky refer to him as like Golden Boy Hamilton and this and this and this. He tells him, because he's kind of a fuck up, you're the best in the biz, but you're 25 years old and you can't be anything better than a cheerleader. Now what I will tell you is this. The plot is flimsy, as most sex teen comedies is. But this one is the flimsiest. One thing I will say that I love about it, and again, you're going to see things in it that you're going to be like, well, that looks like so-and-so said movie. Yeah, because they probably got it from this. Not even joking. So first of all, the first actual cheering we see, I didn't even bring my cigarettes in here. I'm having a fucked up day, y'all. The first cheerleader routine that we see is black cheerleaders. And oh yes, they are doing black cheers. They are last year's winners, the Vikings. All black squad. All black squad doing black cheers. I was fucking floored. Because you have to understand, I haven't seen this movie in years, and from the first time I seen it and the last time I seen it was at least 10 years ago before I watched it again for this review. So that's interesting. So there's 3 squads you need to know about. Outside of the Vikings, you need to know the Vikings too, because the Vikings have the most routines in the movie. They do the most cheers, and they be getting it in. So you need to know the Vikings, even though they don't have really a lot to do with the plot. Them is just the only people that was actually really doing cheers. You need to know the Falcons. If you know anything about Bring It On, and we're coming to that, so if you don't, you're going to learn this month. Think of them as Bring It On, In It to Win It, the one with Solange and Hayden Panettiere. Think of them as the team that had it, that Hayden Panettiere was on, that won all the championships, and they was just the coldest and perfect precise, but they were snobby as shit. That's your Falcons. Falcon Eileen is the captain, and she's just mean as shit for no reason. But the funny thing about it is y'all wanted to paint her to be this mean, evil character. She doesn't really do anything that bad. Flimsy. Also, you need to know the Ducks. The Moline Ducks. These are a brand new cheerleading squad. Their cheerleading uniforms look straight out of motherfucking Greece, because They are the first cheerleaders in their school's history because they went to an all-girls Catholic school that recently merged with an all-boys Catholic school, and she was chosen as the captain because she can do gymnastics. Remember I said that, because she can do gymnastics, because this is going to be a key fucking point that I'm going to make later. And they make it a big point in the movie, and I'm like, did y'all just miss that whole intro to her? But Mary Ann, M.A., we're going to call her M.A., they're trash. Also, I understand y'all went to an all-girls school and y'all merging with the boys, but y'all school colors are still pink and white. This is before all-star cheer squads. This is before cheerleading colors came in anything but the basic 16 athletic colors. And if you don't know the 16 basic athletic colors, you never played a motherfucking sport, or you definitely wasn't a cheerleader. The 16 basic athletic colors, and really initially it was 8. Because early days it wasn't even like purple and orange. But you got your black, your white, your red, your gold, yellow, your royal blue, your powder blue, your navy blue, your green, Kelly, your green, forest, your orange, your purple, your gray. That was it, and that was all, folks. So clearly these pink cheerleading uniforms were made specifically for this movie, because in 1984 you was not ordering no pink cheerleading uniform. That makes me happy, for obvious reasons. They're trash. But for some reason we have my favorite squad. The Demons. Now this is the 80s. This is a cheerleader movie. These bitches ain't have on cheerleading uniform the entire movie. Because they're 80s, so they were rockers. They were rad. That's who I'm channeling in my look tonight. They were rockers. They were rad. They came out with motherfucking leotards. And that was their cheerleading uniform. And they proceeded to wear leotards the entire movie. We'll get to that too. Totally leotarded. Totally leotarded in this movie. Super 80s workout gear was a big thing in 1984. But for whatever reason, she just takes a liking to this Mary Ann, which is completely unbelievable, because you're the rocker chicks and you don't like these prim proper falcons, but then you got these Catholic girls that is the square can be. But for whatever reason, she likes Mary Ann for whatever reason. The opening number, the glorious opening number, where we see the camp counselors introduced. Note I told you this was a cheerleading movie. These are the counselors. So it's this big show so you can meet the counselors. So again, you have Hamilton. You have Rocket. That's Ricky. What did you do to him? You have Sissy. Sissy is only there for the titties. And that's it. And that's all. That's her whole plot line. She doesn't have a lot of lines either. Later on, there's a prank in the movie where they launch a piss balloon. They use her bra because it's so big. She in the movie for titties. And that's it, and that's all. And you have Pam Bethlehem, who is the new counselor, who was like this uptight Southern belle that's pretending like she all Christian and holier than thou, but then she ends up fucking the owner. It's wild. I'm not doing a retelling like I did Valley of the Dolls, because I don't feel like I need to when I'm giving y'all a free link that y'all can watch it. So let me get to the point, because my eyes are really irritated. I didn't even really do a full face of makeup. I had a shitty day. But I wanted to give y'all a video. All I can tell y'all is if you like cheese, glorious cheese, watch this movie. One of the plot points, like I said, I want to get into is that why the duck sucks so bad. Because every time there needs to be a flip executed, Mary Ann falls. She can't do it. Pump the brakes. Didn't y'all say they picked her as the captain because she did gymnastics? Like, literally, that's the only reason why they say they suck. They don't look no better than everybody else. The Falcons be getting it. The Vikings be getting it. I gotta tell y'all about the Demons, though. So the first day of camp, everybody has to do their cheer so they can put them in what squad, you know, what A, B, C, D, what group y'all going to based on your skill level. So, of course, the Falcons is in Group A. And the Ducks are in C. The Demons are in B. Mind you, I told you, these are our bad girls. So everybody comes up. They got on camp clothes. They don't have on uniforms, but they have on camp clothes. The Lucky Ducks, because they're supposed to be frumpy and everything, have on gray jogging suits with pink polos underneath them. But they got on pink Reeboks, though. Pink Reebok Classics, though. Real shit. The Demons cheer. They come out. First of all, the captain got on pumps, bitch. Pumps in the first hole. They got on black leotards with red ripped up shirts. The captain come out to do her cheer. This bitch got on stiletto pumps in the first hole. And they cheer comes on. We got the diamonds. We got the pearls. We got the cars. And we got the curves. Like, then they say, we got the ball. So, and the captain goes, shove it. Like, that was their cheer. Like, they were off the fucking chain. What I will warn you about is the plot is all over the place. And there are characters, like I said, the Demons, for lack of a better word, the Demons should have been the bad guys, not the Falcons. And the plot, what starts the plot, Demon Jenna, the captain of the Demons, we're sneaking out to go to a bar. Like I said, just takes a liking to MA for no reason. This is early in the movie because this is what sets up the plot. Come on, you're coming with us. So she sneaks out, goes to the bar, gets wasted. There's another dance sequence where some boy just pulls Jenna up on stage. And at first I was like, okay, it's the 80s and she on like a black dress. I mean, a black, what I thought was a dress, like a black tight dress at the top with like a Jodie Watley skirt and black and red. Oh, bitch, no. That was a leotard, too. That skirt came off. Then, towards the end of it, two of the other cheerleaders come up on stage, and they got on leotards with just red sheer shirts over them. I'm like, bitch, what is going on? Did all y'all bring was y'all cheer camp clothes, and y'all knew y'all was going to do that? Which, no. Because when they do this big prank on Bucky and Pam Bethlehem, who really never did anything wrong except for like the Falcons and just be a little bit too high strung, all of a sudden, because she was fucking Bucky, and all of a sudden, like, she was the bad guy. Like, it was just fucked up. It was fucked up. When they go to sabotage the Ducks' uniforms, it's not the Falcons that do it. It's Bucky himself. Like, we hate the Falcons. Why? And why don't we hate the Demons? And how the fuck did the top three get to be... And, oh, yeah, I forgot about that part, because this year, this is a cheer clinic in competition, and the top three, y'all gonna be on TV because they airing this shit. I forgot about that. Hi, bring it on. Oh, yes. So, the top three are competing for the title. Now, the Ducks was like the worst thing, but some kind of way, everybody decided to whip the Ducks into shape because Hamilton doesn't want to just be a cheerleader anymore. Maybe he can't grow up. But these Japanese investors, oh yeah! There's Japanese investors. There's Yellowface towards the end of this movie. And every time the Japanese investors show up, you hear a gong. 80s, ladies and gentlemen. But they want these investors because they're going to make like a whole cheer theme park. And they want to invest with Bucky, and Bucky was like, yeah, we'll give you a deal if you can get Hamilton into a 5-year contract. So what happens is, going back to where I was at, y'all know I jump around like House of Pain. Or should I say I jump around like a cheerleader. Hey-oh! Hamilton already said he really didn't want to do it no more. He was ready to quit. This was going to be his last year. His contract was up. So, when they catch Marianne, this is, yes, after she's drunk And her teammates come to the counselors like, Marianne, we can't find her. She snuck out. They know where they're at. Now they go to save Marianne. Oh, I'm sorry. Are the demons not high school girls that are also in your care and also at this camp? But fuck them, right? Then they go to save Marianne. And he hits it in the car with Marianne, leaving his girlfriend. Oh yeah. Did I leave out the fact that his girlfriend is a counselor too? And literally just was like, so you just fuck these young girls every summer? Oh yeah, it gets crazy. And I forgot about Roscoe. Something else that happened after Animal House. Everybody had that wild, crazy, get fucked up character like Bluto. That's Roscoe. They go to pick them up. They make out. He trying to get her snuck back in the bunk. Bucky catches them. You and your whole raggedy ass squad, you're out. You're done. Y'all bring the property value down anyway because y'all suck. Y'all trash. Then all of a sudden an argument says, they can never be as good as the Falcons. Huh? Why did you say that? And then the argument becomes, they can be every good than I'm the best there is. I can turn the toothpaste into a AAA cheer squad. Bitch, so the bet is, if they beat the Falcons, $10,000. And if not, I got your ass for 5 years. Sign a contract. That's the plot of the movie, folks. Now on the rewatch, when I had to take notes, oh honey, it's cheese-tastic. And then this girlfriend, BB, that's also the thing, that's always mad, just forgives Marianne real fucking easily for trying to fuck her man. Was helping them try to win. I fell in love with the head counselor too. Somebody let me know, when was male cheerleaders ever sexy? Oh! And there's so many dance scenes in this goddamn movie. The cheerleader movie has so many dance scenes. Oh, honey. I should have looked it up when the fuck Footloose came out. Because I want to know that Footloose ripped them off or did they rip off Footloose. Because, honey, there is a dance scene with Hamilton taking a shower, blasting music, dancing in the showers. Clearly the guy that plays it also must have been a gymnast, so he is doing like full-fledged uneven bar motherfucking routines in the fucking shower, doing breakdancing moves, motherfucking doing the worm in the fucking showers. Cause that happens and it's slippery and you ain't gonna cut your shit up. That just gave me a tingle down my spine because I could just imagine a nipple getting caught in one of the grouts. And him stripping because then once he realized the girls was looking, he pulling like the butt cheek out and in the drawers, and then there's the whole stripper thing where you take the drawers off but then put the tail back up, and then Demon Jenna is telling Duck Marianne like, did you see it? Did you see it? Again, I'm pretty sure Porky's was first because that almost exact scene minus the dancing was in Porky's with the guys looking in the shower at the girls. So they flipped it. There's a lot of the female gaze towards men in this as well. Like, because they knew it was about cheerleaders, they was going to get a lot of women in the seats. They were going to get a lot of men in the seats because it was going to be cheerleaders dancing around in leotards. Let me talk about that. So we get to the finale in the competition. So the last 4 people to perform, the top 4 are the Vikings, who won the year before. The Black Squad. Now everybody is dancing like this rock music, but then every once in a while like they're cheering along with it. So it's not like a real cheer competition where it's a dance, then they stop and cheer, and then they dance again. Like no, the cheers are in the dance. Right? So the Vikings. Now this is the first time the Vikings didn't have on a uniform. They got on purple and black leotards with purple leg warmers and black jazz shoes. Didn't know this was a dance team competition. I gotta hurry this up because this contact is killing me. Then we get the Falcons, who Falcon Eileen refuses to go on because after she falls in love with Roscoe, who only started liking him because he was acting a fool towards her because she was in Whips and Chains, because she was so mean, and he liked S&M, but we never actually saw anything before that that led up to that. I'm pretty sure it's probably a bunch of shit on the cutting room floor because there's shit that just comes up and you be like, well, how was we supposed to fucking know that? But then when they get it on in the woods, And it's actually, it's a rated R movie, but outside of when Pam Bethlehem goes to seduce Bucky and has on American flag pasties, there's really no nudity in this film. There's just a whole lot of totally liaised-hearted. So the Falcons have on cheerleading uniforms, and I'm like, oh, okay, here we go. And then all of a sudden, Falcon Eileen rips her uniform off and has on like a sports bra and briefs, and then she's breakdancing and shit, and then they ruin their routine because she goes to the top of the pyramid and sees Roscoe in the audience, who had previously got kicked out and got back in by being in Yellowface because the demons got kicked out too. Y'all just gotta watch it. I can't explain all of this to y'all. It's too long. But she fucks up the thing. So then they're like, okay, well, they're not going to beat the Vikings. So the Vikings is in the lead. The Ducks come out. Remember I told you Bucky ruined their uniforms? The demons have been kicked out. So they come in. The demons give them their uniforms. Talking about D is for Ducks. D is for demons. And now all of a sudden these school colors, this pink and white, got on black and red like the demons. Leotards again. Some kind of way. They saddle shoes turn into motherfucking black boots with red bandanas around them. Don't know how the fuck that happened. Also, these is the uniforms y'all came in with. I don't know when they became motherfucking breakaway, but they did. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, there's got to be, like, no lie, let me think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. At least 6 dance numbers that I'm thinking of off the top of my head in this movie. It's not a movie, it's a music video. But it's a cheese-tastic one, and I suggest that y'all watch it. And it is. You're going to watch this, and you're going to be like, I see every Bring It On. I see every cheerleading movie. You're going to see it. You even going to see American Pie. You're going to see, because all of that stemmed from, like, Animal Farm and Porky's, and you're going to see all that, too. So just check it out. It's a good sit. It's free, so it don't fucking cost you nothing. And you gotta be somebody that likes so bad as good movies and cheese movies and campy movies and cult movies to get into it. This motherfucking day, everything that has gone wrong, did go wrong, including me forgetting to erase the memory card and it cut off. So now, ain't shit left but to go see the movie. So I want to thank my patrons. I want to thank people who donate to my PayPal. I want to remind you once again, the reason why we're getting these videos is the Hunt for Pink October for breast cancer awareness. Link down below to donate, and that does go directly to Susan G. Komen for the cure. I ain't got shit else. This day was like super fucked up, and I thought this was gonna make me happy, but this was hell to get through to today. But I'll be better tomorrow after I get some rest and a whole lot more beer. Keep it greasy. Deuces.
Hey yo, I dog these niggas like girl's best friend, right? Ren 1010, right? Haunted by my past, same shit, different mask like Scooby-Dooby-Doo. Where are you? But I spotted you out like Spud McKenzie. Figured out the game like the Bloodhound game. I thought you was my friend, you broke my heart again. Well, the game done switched. If you a dog, I'm a bitch.